this episode, we're going to show you how you can declutter your bathroom counter. How? Behind the mirror, hidden storage. Hidden storage there, we got hidden storage here. Getting ready. Oh, this. Oh, I can easily see what I got. You got fully adjustable shelving. Check out what this looked like before. And then look what it looks like now. Wow! Take a look at the rest of this video and you'll be able to see how we created this from start to finish. Eugene Segovia here with EZStudRack. We are going to focus today on taking care of all this clutter off this counter. So our focus is we're going to look behind this mirror and see what we can find. I'm thinking, if you look at the video on a mirror install that we did, a hidden storage mirror, I think we're going to do that here. Okay, we're back with our hidden storage mirror, behind the mirror sliding, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you want to call this project. What you've noticed is maybe the wall coloring is a little bit different. While we're looking for a mirror, trying to get the right slides, moving lighting up, painting was getting done during the process, so it is a little lighter color in case you're wondering why. Anyway, we'll remove the mirror. I won't go into the details of removing the mirror. Every situation is different. I wanted to kind of get an idea of what is behind this wall. So I got a stud finder, I located studs, and I noticed that this side is going to be different than this side. The hardest part, believe it or not, was trying to find the right mirror. This particular mirror is what we're going to use for this project. I didn't buy the slides until we purchased the mirror. Once the mirror was purchased, and I had kind of got an idea of what length slides we needed to buy. These are just drawer slides that you would buy at your hardware store. Well, I didn't realize, but the hardware store has up to 24 inches. We need 30-inch slides. So I had to go online and go to Amazon. I found some. You can click the link below, find out where I got these slides, what type of slides they are and everything. The RPM set on this thing is at 25. I don't know if you could see that, but it's right around 25. So we cut all around here. If you notice, I started here. It got a little shaky. I didn't follow the line exactly, but nothing a piece of wood won't cover up. So I came around here, came up around and over, but I didn't cut all the way across the top because I wanted to leave that little bit on top to keep this guy from falling down. I came back around here, went up around and over, and I've got about 1 inch left up there that's holding this whole thing in. Hold it, and then do one little cut across that line. Let's try this out. And then push it in. It just comes right off like that. Oh. Oh, we have piping. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, you can still put shelves in there. Drill a hole and cut out, notch it out. But you're gonna have pipe in the middle of your... Well, we realize you got some plumbing back here. Is it gonna be a problem? We'll see how we'll take care of that. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the other side and see what we have on the other side. Yay! We do have storage on this side. Pipes, no pipes. I think I need to put my safety glasses on. This pipe, as we're talking, we're gonna put in some EZStudRacks and then just have a little notch out on the wood so you can still adjust. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's see what happens on this next section. So we got pipe on one side and a pipe on the other side. So here's what we got. I know what you DIY guys, handyman are saying. Well, duh, there's gonna be pipe behind there. Well, I'm just a guy that doesn't know all this, but I do now. We got pipe on each section here too. So that's okay. We know that we're gonna have a strip along here. This is for your drawer slide. I can attach it to this stud right here, but that only leaves me one screw to hold the whole slide. So I'm gonna use a 2x4. I cut it. We're just gonna put it in here like this, and I'm gonna line it up. I am going to try to get in here and kind of get an idea of what it's gonna take to put a screw in here. I'm gonna need one there, and I'm gonna need one here. But first I'm gonna go ahead and drill a couple of holes. I'm gonna go in, I just got these 3-inch long deck screws. Make sure it can go in loosely like that. A long extension. This is kind of cumbersome with these pipes, but it is what it is. I'm going just a little bit above the sheetrock and see if this works out. There we go. This serves us two purposes. One, for our board to go on, and the second one, so when we put our slide in, we have something to screw into. Now it's time to cut this board, and we're gonna notch out here. Okay, so I cut the board. Now, this is a 1x6. They wanted to take advantage of as much storage room as possible, so we ended up not using the board we cut out. And when you measure it, it's 4 inches. So we took a 1x6, cut it to 14 1/4, and then we cut it at 4 inches. This just happens to be shelves that were left over from another project. That's why they're painted white and routed on the ends. I'm just marking the center of these pieces of pipe here and measure how far out from the back. Looks like maybe 2 1/8. We'll do 2 1/8 on this side, and then 2 3/16 on this side. Now if you don't have pipes, just fast forward. We'll do this section over here next. So we know we're gonna have to cut a circle here and a circle here. Now how are we gonna do that? I have a bit. This just so happened to be the only bit that I had. It is 1 inch. So hopefully it'll work with the pipe. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and drill. So now the next step is to come in here and cut it like this. Well, this little miter saw that I'm using, couldn't get it cut all the way through, so I'm just going to have to use a hand saw. There we go. We'll do the other side. Okay, so here is our first test. You're witnessing it live here. That side's okay. But this side, I mean, you can see the hole is okay. I needed to trim that out and trim that out. Okay, let me go back out and cut again. Okay, here is our second attempt. Okay, we see it fits in. Although it goes back a lot further than I want it to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut another piece of board. I'm gonna repeat the same thing, but now that I got a board that is cut right, we'll cut a better board and we'll make it further in. So here we go, we'll try it again. There we have it. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's our third attempt. We'll see what happens. Oh, it fits. Okay, there is a little gap on this side, but that's okay. When we put an EZStudRack, it'll fill in that gap. No gap over here, we're good. Okay, I'm just gonna make this board level. Kind of put a mark right here. That way, when we attach the next 2x4, I'll just put this little guy up that line, and then we'll screw in. What we're gonna do, I'll come here like this. This is the same width as the shelf. So we'll put this guy. Okay, looks like it's good. Pain in the butt, but it's possible. And then for the bottom shelf, we'll just put a piece of tape. On to the next one. This next one's gonna be much easier. Okay, cut the board at 14 1/4. Boom. We'll end up just caulking that in right here. Caulking that in. Push that guy back when we nail it. But we're not ready to nail just yet. Now it's time to get the EZStudRacks on. First we'll do this one. This one we know is gonna go easy. We got one package of EZStudRacks. Each EZStudRack's 12 and 11/16 long. So we know we're not gonna need a shelf at the very bottom. Now I like going to the bottom just because it creates a nice clean look. So we'll take 1, 2, about 2 3/4 EZStudRacks. We were gonna have to cut some of these. You can look at my installation videos. Click on the link. Click on the link and you'll see how to install these, what I recommend. You get 4 screws per EZStudRack. Techs always go up. If you look at the video, you'll understand why I say that. Aim for the center. There we go. First one in. Skip 2 holes and go for the next one. Skip 2 holes, go to the next one. There's our first one in. Movie star. Now we gotta do the top section. We're gonna repeat what we did at the bottom, but at the top. I just pulled this guy out and just happened to see if it'll fit. Oh yeah. Look at that. This guy fits. Let's see what happens if we actually try to make a shelf out of it. Oh, that's right, it's a little bit bigger, but look at that. Yeah, so we can actually use this as a pattern too to cut every shelf. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go cut one exactly like this to put on top. We'll repeat the same thing. We'll put the 2x4s. I mean, you saw how quick this side went up. So we'll speed fast through this. Got our shelves cut. One thing I want to point out is I had to put a 2x4 right here. As you can see, so when the slide comes out, I have something attached to because I don't think it's going to go beyond this point right here. Center, I didn't worry about it because we already have a stud attached to. Then we got this one right here. And down here, we have another 2x4. I didn't need one here, but I knew this shelf was going to go in here. And on this other side for the other mirror, same scenario. You can see we ended up cutting these just to be able to fit right here. Slides came in. These are 30-inch slides. I'll have a link down in Amazon where I got these. If your mirror is 24 inches long, you can buy those at any hardware store. So let's see what we can do here. I'm putting this mirror upside down on the counter just so I can maybe try to video on what I'm doing. Alrighty, let's get these slides out. Look at these things. The slides are going to go on about right here, and it's going to slide out like this. They need to be perfectly aligned. I'm assuming that this frame is square, but I doubted it is, so I'm not going to take that chance. So I'm just going to do some preliminary measurements. A 1/16 under 52 inches. And I'll measure this corner. Ooh, look at that. It is 51 and a 1/16 over 3/4, 51 3/4. So that tells me this is not square. These screws are like 5/8 long. So I'm hoping that when I drill this in, it won't go through. All we can do is screw it in and see what happens. Wish me luck. Let me show you what I got here. As you can see, that one over there is screwed in fine. I have something behind it. This one I have something right here. I don't have anything for this side. I could just cut a piece of board across like this and then just screw it in and screw it in. Since the load's going to be pushing down when this thing's all the way open, that screw is going to be pushing down in this one too, so I'm just going to go that route. Okay, with a little bit of tweaking, we had to add these little popsicle inserts. Since this wall's not completely straight and it's got a texture on it that sticks out here and there, the slides were rubbing. But now we got a mirror that slides out. Now the hole that we have here is slightly bigger than the mirror, so you can see some of the hole here. So a simple fix is to just add some trim work right here in the mirror. Of course, this is white, but we'll have to color it to match this guy. Either way, that's final touches. Check out what this looked like before. And then look what it looks like now. We got hidden storage behind the mirror. We did encounter a couple little issues with some plumbing, but you know what? We overcame that. Check it out. Another section over here. Wow! Look at all that hidden storage. You use an item, you're always going to put it back. Easy access. See what you need, you use it, you always put it back. And it stays hidden. We're not complete with this project. We still got painting to do and all that, but I wanted to show you this part, how to create hidden storage.